house is too crowded. Every morning it's too loud and I can't sleep. It's deep, I can't think, so I hit the streets. But out here I can't blink. Eyes wide open in case guys try to smoke them. Eyes dry knowing I could cry. Y'all high tide ocean, but my pride's too high, so it's all hell then for the moment. My pain is encrypted and coded, but I'm gifted and chosen. I've been through the motions.
Yo, pardon me. URL prime time every Wednesday at 8 p.m. And this is the show you definitely got to tune into. You know what I'm saying? This is the last show on caffeine regarding this weekend's event. Obviously, before the face-off, that's happening on Friday. That's going to be done differently as well. You know, it's a whole bunch of battle rappers, 16 battle rappers. We got to address them differently. You know what I'm saying? That. So, and then on Saturday, the situation is in. No more talking. No more trying to figure out the brackets. None of that. It's the battle rappers putting up or shutting up. As you know, $100,000 is on the line. Yes. Down payment on a nice house, a good house, I would say, depending on how much percentage you're trying to put down. And tonight is the night. You know what I mean? When the last two judges will be announced. So if anybody was waiting, like, man, I can't. Personally, me too. I ain't my bracket in either, so I'm with y'all. We got to figure out the last two judges before we do our bracket tonight. Within, I think, the first 30 minutes, you'll get two of the judges. If you are a judge, make sure you zoom up, cam up, and get on the stream right now, because we got some questions for you. I'd rather you jump on the stream and us question you, you know what I mean, respectfully, as opposed to us asking questions after we announce y'all, you know what I mean? Because we do entertain the chat every now and then. So even the chat might have some questions for you. Shout to Polo, Battle Rap Fanatic, shout out to Tone Bro, Black Compass Media. They was on, you know what I mean? They got their words out. You know, we want to know how you feel about a certain things, this and that, like what's your expectations? So please, if you can, do that for us. And I think we have one of them, but hold on before we get to that. Smack White, what's up?
Jay Black, what's up, my brother? What's popping? How you feeling?
I'm feeling good, man. It's that time. It's very close to the event. I get excited around these times, man.
Yeah, man. I'm excited too as well. You know, at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? We 2-3 days out before UM3. I've been waiting for this moment for a long time. And I can't wait to get to LA, man. I can't wait to get to LA, you know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? We can get this first round popping, man.
Yeah. That's a fact. It's a fact. Hold on. We got a host right here. I don't even think he's a special guest at this point. You know what I mean? He like staff. Sue Surf, what's up? Excuse me, Sue Sharp, what's up?
Hola.
What's going on?
You know I ain't a part of Sue in here. Yeah. No, it's not really.
You had to jump in for this segment.
Really ultimate madness if my shenanigans is not mixed into the chicanery. Is it really?
It's a fact. It's a fact.
I'm here. Sue here.
How you feeling going into the situation?
I'm excited. This is never before done. Battle rap. 100. The yard.
Yeah.
The yard. It's a lot of favorable names in here. It's a lot of names that could possibly, it's a lot of underdogs. This is big business right here. I haven't been excited for battle rap, like as far as in the news, like a whole, like this. This is a good one. This is it. I'm excited, Jay. I'm excited.
100,000 on the line, ladies and gentlemen. I'm expecting damn near perfection. I'm expecting battle rappers to go the hardest they've ever done.
Yo, man, listen, man. It's all about, you know what I mean? Go hard or go home. If you go home, you're going home empty pocket.
Empty.
You know what I mean? Like, you know, we provided an opportunity for you to grab 100 stacks real quick.
I know.
You understand what I'm saying? Like, yo, listen, I did my job. I secured the bag.
Well, somebody got echo in the background.
Man, if I was a battle rapper, I'd be focused.
That's a fact. I mean, can't like if you win this tournament, can't you like your bragging rights is through the roof?
Oh, this is 100.
This is.
I'm gonna tell you off rip, right? The names in here are so, like the first Ultimate Madness and stuff like that, the up and coming rookies and stuff. If you clear the board, I'm not gonna say you don't get no credit, but it's like, all right, you cleared the board of all proven, up and coming niggas.
Yeah.
If you make it through this massacre of official wanting $100,000 and Twerk wanting $100,000 and T-Top wanting $100,000 and Geechee Gotti wanting $100,000 and Yoshi wanting $100,000. It's a lot of people that's like, we've never had this type of focus in the battle rap culture, G Black. There's never been a reason to want something.
This is completely different.
I want to watch somebody. Do they get the big check or do they get cash?
They should. This is 100. They should get the big check. They should get
I'm bringing cash. I'm gonna do cash on this one. No big checks. She's gonna get a straight. You know what I mean? Briefcase.
Soon as
gonna get a briefcase.
That's better than a check.
URL briefcase right there with 100 in it.
Oh man.
God damn it.
I definitely need that.
We need a URL case with a pretty lady. Get the cake lady. We get the cake lady to hold the briefcase with URL with $100,000 in it. Treat this shit like Who Wants to Be a Millionaire.
Oh man.
Real fast. Prop gang, pull up. Put the props in the chat. You know how we do. We're gonna pull up on you. You pull up on the stream. We get to talk. Your expectations, how you feel. Who you think's gonna win the tournament, all that. So put the props in the chat. And before we announce the first judge, here's a reminder. Let's go to the UM3 trailer one more time before this weekend starts. You know what I mean? All right. We're back, ladies and gentlemen. That was your brief refresher. That was your quick reminder on who to vote for, for the bracket. 10,000. I know we keep talking about $100,000, but can we pay attention to 10,000 being given away to a fan? Like that's champion of the year. Like to fill out a bracket, that's crazy. But without further ado, this gentleman announced himself already on Twitter and I believe Facebook and all those things. So why not bring him in first and announce the third judge? Y'all should know him if y'all been paying attention. If you've been a part of the culture for a while, this name is definitely a staple in what he brought to the game and how he broke things down. As far as stats. One of those guys, Minnesota Luke. Unmute yourself, Chief.
Hey, how's it going, everybody?
What's up?
Nothing. I just want to say for the record, I agree with Surf. We need to bring a cake lady for that check.
Right. I like him already. Favorite judge.
That's a fact. How you feeling though, man? You got. I feel like you got a hard job too,
man.
Well, I didn't actually realize I wasn't supposed to say nothing. So now here I am, and apparently I wasn't supposed to say nothing, but it already is what it is.
It's a better when it's a surprise. That's all.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say it's a big deal, but it's better when it's a surprise.
Right.
Gotcha. I just jump right into it. I got some questions.
Yeah, go ahead, sir. I got questions as well. But go ahead.
Like, what are you looking for? Like, what get Luke's engine going? For 3, what are you looking for? Like going into two battlers, going into a battle, you got your pen and paper ready to judge. What do you need to see?
Yeah, I think one thing that a lot of people tend to overlook that I overrate is fluidity. So, I'm getting a little echo this FYI. But,
getting echo too.
Yeah, but anyways, if people choke, I think that's pretty understandable that people tend to rate that negatively. But when there's these little stumbles, people also sometimes recognize that. But the fluidity, when there is nothing, when there's no little tiny gaps, when there's no minor stumbles, when it's clear that the material has been prepped.
I like to hear that. I like to hear that because I think that I think fluidity, and that's the perfect word. I think it's is underrated, like you say, because my thing is this, like I always say, a lot of these battles are going to be 1-1 going into the third, or they're going to be skin of the teeth close. And it's literally me as a judge listening to the content I'm getting and how clear did you get it out? How, you know what I mean? Like, you could be 6 bars and 2, and it's just and then another person didn't have that 6 bars, and both of y'all shit was at a 10. They should get the head nod. You know what I mean? No, I think I love that. I love that. That's a first fluidity. I love it.
And Surf, you probably know better than I think a lot of people is, you know, when battle rap was first coming up, you know, into the mainstream, the time between battles was a heck of a lot more than battlers have now, and the number of battles and things. So it is hard to remember this material, but you know, when you remember, that's the point. That's the point. Yeah, exactly.
You know, I'm hats off to the you know, to the new generation, and like a lot of these new guys that's coming up now. Was like, I call these like the super head, like the super battle heads. You know what I mean? Like all these, you know, 3-4 battles in a month, and you know, 3-4 battles in 3 weeks and shit like that. You know, like to each his own. All that shit is like, that shit is crazy to me. Like, that's a talent. You know what I mean? But I think out of all that practice, this is the one that matters. You know what I mean? Because it's like, just rapping isn't going to do it now. Like, literally, your preparation might be the reason that you could win. You know what I mean? Like, I was explaining this to somebody else. It's like, you can't take a big name and just assume that he's going to beat a no-namer, because, you know, 1-1 going into the third, like I said, and all it takes is I just forgot that bar for 2 seconds. Exactly. And we got Cortez over official. Look at that. You know what I mean? Some stupid shit like that, you know? But hey, I'm just the analyst.
I agree completely with that.
Black. Can Jay Black hear me? Can you hear me, Jay Black? I can't.
I guess while he's coming back on, I mean, I'll say, Surf, just like you were saying, if I had a battler who was maybe a 7 out of 10.
There you
go.
Go ahead, Luke.
Go ahead, Black.
You can hear me now?
No, we can.
All right.
Go
I was
ahead,
saying
Black.
to Minnesota Luke, I had you on the Champion of the Year panel in 2017.
Yeah.
You're great. That's not even a question, but I haven't really heard from you since then.
Oh yeah, because I'm working an insane amount of hours, and you know, it's hard for me to keep up, and I feel like if I'm not keeping up, then it's hard to watch, let alone do the videos I was doing, because I don't know anyone watching it. If you see my videos, the vast majority are where I talk about a topic before I write it, and then I write a script. Then I kind of do animations throughout the video. So if it's the history of K-Shine versus T-Rex, it isn't just me talking to the camera. So the videos took a long time, and you know, when I started working, when I started you definitely know. When I started, you know, working a ton of hours, it just wasn't feasible to do. Really, outside of Philly events, man, you know, I've been falling back on going to events and everything for it's been years. So, you know, when I had URL call me to judge, I was taken. First of all, I hate judging. I'm going to be completely honest, but I think that makes me a good judge in that I'm not excited to do this, and I'm not trying to do it for any ulterior motive. I legitimately don't like judging battles, but the URL is, you know, it's the NBA. So like you can't say no to something.
Right.
Yeah.
So my second part to that question is, have you been tuned into the battles? I mean, you don't got to really produce content. That's not even important. You could have been who you were, and, you know, I'm just fell back for 5 years, 6 years, but have you been paying attention?
Nowhere near as, no. I'm terrible at it nowadays, man. Yeah. I mean, I'm trying to think of the last battles I probably watched were like Verb and Calico, because those are my 2 favorite battlers of all time. That's
sort of up to date.
Yeah. I mean, it's recent-ish.
That's last,
you know,
SM.
and I saw Mook and Rock and all that. But you know, it used to be, man, and I'm sure you've you know, seen this, where I could list all the URL events, who was on every card and everything. But after a certain point now, I don't even have a memory, because I don't have the knowledge to begin with. So it is kind of a weird feeling to be so out of tune.
Okay.
So you don't think? I mean, I think that to me that just brings you in here with an unbiased, clear mind. You know, like you don't got no favorites at the time. Nobody you feel like should be better than somebody, or somebody that should be winning, or you know what I mean. Like even subconsciously, you know, walking into a battle like, oh well, she should bully him or he should bully her. You know what I mean? Like you don't have any of that in your mind. So I think that might be one of the, you know, you might be my favorite judge going into this right now.
Well, I'm also not friends. I'm also not friends with anyone too, though. That's important. I'm also not friends with anybody who is battling.
That's
I mean,
perfect.
I've met several of these people
perfect.
several times. I have decent relationships with some of them, but you know, it isn't like I'm. As you guys know, you guys are out at all the events. I hadn't been to events in years.
You know, so, I'm here for. You know, I'm just here for this shit talking to banter, Jay. You know what I mean? And I don't have to be liked. I'm not a judge, you know. When you go into like, you know, a lot of other, you know, some of the other, well, you know, the other judges, I don't think there's any bias there, but I think
if there's a bias there, Surf, for 100,000, it's gonna get smoked out within the first round.
Yes, I'm sure there isn't any bias there. Like I'm almost 100%
from anybody
bias there. You know what I mean? From anybody. You know, like I said, I just wanted to be like, you know, being a part of the culture and watching the culture every day and following the culture every day. You can come in with a subconscious mindset of this is how this should play out, and even have for $100,000, your mind shouldn't even be saying this is how this should play out.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like you literally have. Man, I don't know. What's that 16 times 3? I don't know. You literally have X amount of fucking, how many rounds are we about to watch in UM3? What's that, 16 times 3 or something like that? 16. How many battles is it? You know what I mean? So we got
Sir, the answer is a lot of battles.
A lot of battles, a lot of rounds. You should be watching every single round as if it's the start of a new battle. Mm-hmm. Like literally every round for this whole battle. I don't care which battle it is, who's battling, every single battle. The first battle of the night, round 1 is a battle. Round 2 is a battle. Round 3 is a battle. The second battle of the night is the same thing. You know what I mean? You have to judge these fights all the way through. And you can't be scared to know when to fucking clip it. That's my last thing. You got to know when to clip it.
You talking about battle rappers?
Judges, if a motherfucker two-zip, we're not about to make this a pity party and say it's 1-1 going into the third.
Not at all. If it's 2-0, it's 2-0. It's 100K.
Hey, 20.
It's 100. Like we don't. All the games we play, like in regular battle rap, that's out the window now. That's out the window. There is no 1-1. If he getting his ass beat, he's losing.
Battle's over. The third, you know. The third only matter with Surf battle, back when he used to battle, you know? Ultimate Madness 3, though, if you got 2, you advance, baby.
But hold on, but then again, Surf, you know what I mean? I agree with that. That's if I was judging. If I got you winning, I'll write it down. I got you winning the first round. Cool. That's in the books. I tuck it away. The second round comes. I got you in the second round. It's in the books. I got you winning already. But we know how the perception works. Let's say that guy chokes in the third or has a horrible third round.
Then that would be the judge. That would be the judge letting the culture trick him. This is the type of shit that we talk about. There's 3 rounds in a battle, period. No matter how you want to sugarcoat it.
But then again, ain't it the judge's rules?
Hold on. We get into this all the time. It's gonna be a lot of
judge's rules, sir.
Hold on. It's 3 rounds in a battle. You just said it yourself. And that's why the coach is fucked up right now. You just said, I wrote it down. He won
That's me, though. That's me. I
wrote it down. He won the second round.
You win 2 rounds for me. You got it. It's a
He choked in the third. Now
you bring out Beyonce in your third round. I don't care. You lost the other 2.
Hey, Surfer Black, I do have a question for you in this regard, actually, and I would love to get your opinion on this. What I'm going to say is probably going to be controversial. I'm sure we're going to get comments below. But what if round 1, let's say a 1 through 10 system, it's like 5-6, and then second round is 5-6, right? But then the battler who's behind, who is losing because he lost the first 2 rounds, but then he kills it, and then the other guy is terrible.
In the third.
Exactly. So if the first 2 were close, or the first and the third were close, but then the second person gets decimated, is it still possible to win a battle 1-2? I've always wondered what people's thoughts are.
I mean,
I really think
you the judge.
I think that goes down to the.
You the judge.
Yeah, it's to each his own. It's per judge. You know what I mean? Because it's like I'm not mad at the judge for saying that he whooped him that bad so much that round that he wins. But to be the devil's advocate again, the reason I don't like that system, and I feel like if you win 2, you win, because we don't treat that like that if it's the first round. Let's say if I'm battling Jay Black and I beat the shit out of Jay Black the first round, and then the second round and the third round is you won't say, oh, he whooped him so bad that first round that the battle's over.
That's because they remember the last rounds. People have short-term memories, right? So you're totally right about that.
So it's up to you guys to have full-term and long-term memory. You should be scoring these rounds by round. You know what I mean? It's like after the first round, who won and how much did he win by? Whatever your system may be, but you have to have some type of understanding of how much did he win this round by.
Exactly. That's the key.
See, they
very much
lucky
so.
I'm not completely in charge. I would have a sheet, man. I wouldn't need the judge to turn in their sheets when the situation is done. You feel me? Like 10,000 for the fans. For the fans. You understand? For the fans that that's trying to win that 10 grand, or we got bets, because a lot of us got bets on the sides. I don't want y'all to turn in a sheet.
Yeah, you said you had Cortez, right?
That's how I feel.
You said you had Cortez, right?
Huh?
First round. Did you say you had Cortez first round over official?
I never gave out predictions, I don't think, sir.
I think, man, you was talking about the scene.
We was talking.
I think we talked about
that's why it's camera action cut. That's
I
not.
think we talked about a straight up
Every
bet.
day is a new thing, sir. I don't know what you're talking about. Respectfully.
I feel like we talked about a straight up bet, but we could
I don't know. You got proof of that?
Come on, man.
I don't know if I said that then. I don't know. Respectfully. I could. I couldn't too.
Can I throw the question to it before can I throw a question to the table real quick?
Yeah, you can. This is beautiful why the judge is here. We about to announce the second judge, by the way.
Prime time. 2 battles to look for, to watch out for. Like how ESPN give out their game of the night. 2 battles to watch out for. Like if you could just, and I wanted to pick a good question. I wanted to pick a good question or something decent. You know what I mean? That like a judge could answer without it being biased or anything like that. So
yeah, apparently the judges can't give predictions, which I disagree with.
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
Judges can give predictions. That's just me, though.
I agree with that. Like I was actually concerned that you were going to ask me to do some. I
think y'all can get predictions. That's just me.
I don't know, man. I feel like it's a bad idea because then it's like, oh, well, you said this person is going to win, and then you voted for them, and it was close.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
But here's the thing, though. You got predictions in your head, though. Every judge has a prediction in their mind.
But you don't know them. You know
how many athletes got shit that they want to say in their mind, but they won't say on the interview?
That's right, but they got predictions.
Hi, guys.
All right, that's Jazz. Shout out to Jazz. All right, I don't think we getting the last and final judge with us. Okay, we got. I
want to know that, though. I want to know like just that first round after we announced I do want to know like just the out of them first 8 battles, maybe 2 or 3 battles to look for, just highlight wise. Like, and I'm not saying pick a person. I'm saying quality of battle.
So,
go ahead. You doing that before I announce the last judge?
Were you guys gonna go, or do you want me to name one?
No, you can do the name. Go ahead.
All right. So I think Jack Boy versus T-Top, and I say that because of the style clash. I'm really interested to see how that works, given the styles are so different. T-Top is so fucking laid back, and Jack Boy is the exact opposite of that. So I'm interested to see, and I always like seeing style clashes, and sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. So that's the one that I think is going to be a highlight battle.
Jay Black?
Huh?
Give me a highlight battle.
A highlight battle. Geechee versus Riggs is a highlight battle. Twerk versus Casey is a highlight battle. A person that it could potentially win it all going home. That's a highlight. That's different.
I like the situation that we in because like we can say whatever the fuck we want.
Yeah.
I mean, and I think it's a few #1 seeds in this battle. Geechee Gotti, T-Top, Twerk.
T-Top won 2 tournaments prior. Let's not forget about that.
Right. So I think T-Top is a #1 seed. I think Twerk is a #1 seed. I think Official is a #1 seed. I think Geechee Gotti is a #1 seed. I don't think all 4 #1 seeds will progress. I don't know who, but history shows that a giant always falls.
That's a fact.
That's a fact.
Surf, who is somebody that you think the public generally thinks lowly of in terms of their ability to proceed through this tournament, but you think they're gonna defy expectations? Maybe not go all the way and win it, but do better than people think they're going to.
I think Drugz or Prep can show out a little more than people might, you get a couple of people that come like, oh, Prep's not bad. I get that. But I don't think people know, like, if he's prepped, like, for this battle, meaning, like, like, he just so happened had a bunch of shit in his bag when they called him for this.
Right.
And he doesn't have to, like, make it up as he go. If Prep got a couple tricks up his bag, best believe you can watch out for Prep. I would say Drugz, but I just think Nitty and $100,000, that just doesn't mix well. That don't sound safe to me. Like, Nitty and a chance to win $100 and being the person that stops him, it doesn't really bear well with me. So I would have to say Prep maybe. Everything. I don't want to be the bad. I don't want to be the bad guy in here, but, like, it might be a little more clear cut than, it ain't gonna be too much Cinderella shit going on. Not too much.
We'll see about that. All right. Real fast before we get back into this conversation. Let me see if we got him on. We don't have him on, unfortunately. The last and final judge. All right. Is LTBR in the chat? The last and final judge. I'm the last and final judge. Yes. I'm here. Yeah. I'm be doing this. I'm the judge. There you go. Salute. I'm joking. Calm down, chat. Calm. It's not me. It's not LCBR.
That's terrible.
It's actually
ARP. No,
it's actually it's shot the ARP, man. Actually, I don't know if y'all can hear that. Freeway is the last and final judge.
What?
That's a celebrity judge. You know what I'm saying?
What?
Yeah.
Oh.
Freeway is, of course, we couldn't get him on tonight, but he will be there in attendance on Saturday. Freeway is the last and final judge. He's also performed on the URL platform before. You know what I mean? When we was in lockdown in Philly, come on, Philly had to be a part of this. Just saying, try to surf. You know what I'm saying? You see what happens. Freeway is the last and final judge. Your 4 judges for Saturday is Tony Bro, Black Compass, Polo, Battle Rap Fanatic, Minnesota Luke, legendary historian, and just legend of hip hop in general. Philly Freeway, man. Those are the 4 judges.
The sun come up.
Those are the 4 judges going into Saturday's event.
Yo.
But hold on. With that being said, now we can actually have a strong conversation. I'm gonna bring one of the battle rappers in, another person that just battled this week or last weekend. Can Drugz and Ryda unmute yourselves, please?
Yo, what's good?
Yo,
what up?
All right, the announcement is there. How y'all feeling?
Man, I love that shit.
I feel good, man. I feel great about it.
Drugz.
What's up, baby? How are you? Talk to me.
I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. On a scale of, and we want this to be called, this prime time right here. It's no cap. This no cap hour, right?
Yeah.
On a scale from 0 to,
how you feel now? You know what I mean?
On a scale from 0 to 100%, what is Drugz' chances of winning this tournament?
I gotta go with 100% with the way I'm feeling at this very moment.
Okay.
Wow.
Drugz. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Drugz just told us. Drugz just told us 100% means I am going to win this tournament.
I mean, basically, like I was telling I did the sauce program with Mac Mel. I did a thing where I got a room in the crib that I took everything out of. There's nothing in that room at all. Oh. And that's just been like my dojo. I've been stuck in there for hours every day.
Wow.
Getting ready.
Uh-oh. Now, I guess I got to ask the question, you know what I mean? There's a lot of controversy going on regarding your battle. We don't got to get into particulars, but I guess you understand what's being asked here. How do you feel going into your battle on Saturday, sir?
I feel like it's not my job to deal with what my opponent has going on. My job is to deal with what's being presented to me on the 24th. So I don't want to lose focus and, feed into the distractions that they, that they're bringing forth by, and that's really all it is, And like I said, the girl is smart. The girl is a genius. She did a great job promoting the battle.
That's an interesting take.
I appreciate it. She did a great job. She's definitely one of the smarter battle rappers that we have as far as marketing herself. That's really all I have to say. It's not really my job to deal with the antics, especially in this serious of a situation. So I'm more so worried about what's going to be presented to me on the 24th. I do think she's dangerous. I do think I'm more dangerous though. So.
Because that was my question. My question was how. Well, firstly, is Drugz because I've heard multiple takes on this. And I want to know from Drugz' sense, does Drugz feel like the underdog going to this battle? I've actually argued with multiple people who told me actually Yoshi is the favorite going to this battle, which I kind of think is crazy.
I think, sir, me and you, we cool. So you feel what I'm saying? So it's different. One thing I noticed is that I get a lot of, more respect from my peers in the culture than I do the viewers. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So to you, that would be insane. But to me, it actually makes perfect sense. She's a fan favorite. I don't know if they taking it skill wise or just because, she's hot right now. She's definitely hot. You know what I mean? So we're not going to act like she's not hot right now. But
so that brings forth
I don't feel like the underdog though. If that's, if that answers your question.
That automatically brings forth my next question, which is, so now does Drugz feel like he's battling Yoshi, or is he battling her following that she has amassed over these last couple months?
I feel like I'm battling like everything. I feel like I'm battling my past performances. I feel like I'm battling Yoshi. I feel like I'm battling, the fans trying to get rid of this stigma. You feel what I'm saying? So I feel like it's an uphill battle for me, but when you train to go uphill, you know what I mean, then it is what it is. I can say this is probably the most focused I've been in a while, so.
Okay.
I'm definitely locked in.
Let me ask you and Ryda this. All 4 judges were announced. How do you feel about the judges? And what are you expecting from the judges? Because they play a very important part in that cash prize and goal.
You go ahead, Ryda.
Yeah, I feel like every judge played a part in this situation, especially like y'all announcing that Freeway is a judge. I feel like he's definitely somebody that's tapped in with the culture, and somebody that definitely pays attention, somebody that's gonna have time to actually watch and all of that shit. Minnesota Luke, he's been around for a while. You got Tony Bro, who definitely has, great analogies, like, what I'm saying, as far as like after every battle, he got certain notes and everything. You got Battle Rap Fanatic, who's definitely a fan favorite, who watches battles and everything and always gives his expert opinion on everything. So I feel like it's a more level playing field around this time around. And I don't have no complaints about him, for real.
Okay. Drugz.
I feel the same way, man. I just expect the judges to be themselves. That's why they were picked. You don't have to conform to what anybody else may think. You should think. You know what I mean? I think they all non-biased. I appreciate them for being there. That's pretty much all it is.
Ryda, any advice for Drugz, seeing that you were actually in the tournament?
Shit, nigga, don't leave no motherfucking money on the table, nigga.
Yeah.
Translation, make it clear. Ain't no debatables. Don't respectfully, don't leave it up to the judges.
Facts.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I believe Anwar checked in too. And you got something to say, or you popped in the stream?
Hey man, URL told me to pop into the stream, and shout out to all the bloggers who tell y'all what URL tells me to do. But yeah, man, I'm excited for Ultimate Madness. I really am. I'm really excited for it. I think these battles is gonna get crazy. I think, hey, Surf, let me ask you this, right?
Right.
What do you think is battle of the night, round one?
Round one?
Yeah.
Yo, it's so funny, like, because I've watched, when I'm Surf, I watch way less battle rap, but when I'm Sue Sharp, I watch way more battle rap, because I got a job to do. And just watching more battle rap and like listening to people and taking shit in, it's like people have kind of like talked me into feeling like Jack Boy Maine and T-Top could have like that crazy one for some reason, you know what I mean? And then Geechee and Riggs.
Yeah, Geechee and Riggs should be one. Riggs is heavily slept on. I think because he don't talk a lot of shit, but
I feel like, I feel like some battle rappers, fall behind in the actual showmanship part of battle rap. You know what I mean? Because it's a showmanship thing on the outside of the, you know what I'm saying, on the outside of the ring. And Riggs is one of those battle rappers that, you know what I mean, like he let his talking do, in the ring. And, with this new social media, with the Twitter and the Instagram and stuff, you have to talk your shit. And people don't really know how skilled he is. And Geechee is going to have a fight.
Okay.
Especially with 2 minutes. And Geechee not, Geechee's more even kill paced, So you're not going to really be able to tap into a lot of bags in 2 minutes. It's like straight into it. Like, let's get to the business.
I agree. I mean, I agree with both of them. I actually think, those two have the potential, but I think that the sleeper joint is going to be Swamp and Jerry West. Like, I think Jerry West is super hungry.
Forgot about that.
Yeah, that's all. But I want to, since Jay Black, he's always political. He toes the fine line. I know when I talk to Surf, I'm going to get the real. So since there is an elephant in the room, we're going to go ahead and get to it, Surf. Let me ask you this, right? With ghostwriting allegations, right? And all allegations, do you feel like now if somebody comes in there and it seems like their pen is elevated, do you then look at it and be like,
do you want the political answer or do you want the real?
No, sir. No, sir. We're not doing that, sir. We're not doing political, sir. We're not doing that.
So the real answer to this is how it's going to go. I'm going to tell you how it's going to go, or how it's supposed to go in real life. The average group of battle rappers, probably not everybody, you feel me, but you spit some shit to your man, or what if you say this, what if you say that, there's $100,000 on the line.
Mm-hmm.
We might not care where your lines come from. And be like, anybody that's prideful enough to say, I want to get this on my own, might have too much pride. You heard it here first. If I share a group chat with JC and Chilla Jones and such, and we're a team, a clique, a group, and I'm in a pit dogfight for $100 grand, and nobody don't got nothing to say.
Okay. We will continue the conversation off camera for sure, but yeah, I will say this respectfully. I disagree, and the point is very simple. This form of rap, we as the culture, the diehards, like, we have to protect it. If you get to a point where you just finding whoever is the coldest pen.
Caffeine, switch the camera to me, please, real quick. Real quick, can we get a camera? Win. If them motherfuckers is not going in there and thinking about winning, they fucking crazy. You want to go and been battling for the last 6 years of your life, 5 years of your life, and doing it a certain type of way or not giving a fuck, to wait to the most important 3 weeks, 4 weeks of your career, possibly career changing, to not exert all, because my thing is this, I don't give a fuck what somebody tells you or how they say it to you. Let's be clear, we're not talking about ghostwriting at all. That's never accepted in this culture. We're talking about me being around other high-level battle rappers that's supposed to be my clique, not me calling a random nigga from across, hey, such and such, yo, hey, Daylight, how you feel about this shit? I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about I regularly talk to Rock, I regularly talk to. This is the most important 4 weeks of your life, of your battle rap career.
Right.
The average battle rapper, I'm not gonna say the average, I will have to do some names, but it's probably split directly down the middle. Half of the people on this playing field has not ever seen that amount of money from battle rap, period. You wanna wait till this month to not take an idea from somebody?
So
because my thing, once you get on that tape, once you get on that stage, you gotta perform it the way it's supposed to be performed. You gotta, like, my thing is like like Twerk isn't Suge, so he might tell Suge something, but Suge might not give it how, like, you have 2 weeks to still be you with it. Like, it's, I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy, but
okay.
if Steel isn't sharpening Steel at this time right now, it's something wrong. Like, it's something wrong. What the fuck is a battle rap clique? All these battle rap groups, all these groups. What the fuck is it for? Are we just wearing the same shirts?
I mean, you in one. You tell us, man. Gun titles. What's it for?
We're not a group. We're a duo. It's a difference.
Okay. No, ain't what you call them gun titles too? Burt Bucks. All right, never mind. All right, I'm gonna get out of it. But the last thing that I want your opinion on. So carrying forward with your thoughts. So still sharpen shield, whatever. If at the end you find out that your opponent, was in that type of situation, so you sue
automatically. If we talking about ghostwriting, cancel it, right?
Okay.
But my thing is, if me and you, okay, you Tay-Rock, right?
Right.
And you're listening to my rounds going forward, like going through this whole battle, you about to listen to my rounds, right? I let you hear one of my rounds. Do you not tell me that's not good enough? That's already round changing right there.
Okay, no.
Wait.
I'm all right with that.
Listen, time out, because we're not talking about ghostwriting. We're talking about just affecting somebody's round, period. Because think about it. The same way somebody could give me an idea for some crazy shit, it's the same way Tay-Rock could say, hey, Surf, that's not good enough. And then I go and write some out of this world shit. He affected my round. So, you know what I mean? So either way, like, it's either a person that's in your immediate circle could affect your round or they can't.
Yeah, no, I'm okay with somebody saying that ain't it. Or, you know what I mean? Like, let's say you have a wrong reference.
At this point right now, it's fight time. But all that shit is tomatoes. All that shit is tomatoes right now. Like, because my thing is, we're actually talking about something like, I sound like the bad guy because I speak up on it, but we're actually talking about something that 9 times out of 10 is going to happen anyway.
Okay.
If I'm EFB and I'm not in it, or even if I am in it, and Geechee's about to go see Riggs, and I'm just in battle mode, and I think about a Riggs bar, do I not say, hey, Geechee, this shit cold, ain't it? It's 100. It's 100. Niggas do it. Niggas, come on, bro. Don't make me turn this sharp, man. Come on, half the players, come on. The average bag on that playing field is about 2 bands of battle, 3 bands of, like, average. We're not talking about the high level, like, you know what I mean? This is a big bag, bro. Jay Black, don't sit over there quiet. You know what the fuck I'm talking about.
I'm waiting for y'all to get done with the gossip. This is
it's not
$1
gossip.
$1 million production. We talking about gossip.
No. I was asking about his stance.
That's what we on. Y'all go ahead. Stop me, y'all.
Yeah, no. It was just. I was just curious.
And
like,
is there a sheet? Is there a text message? Something sent? Is like any facts around?
Right. No. So again.
Right. So that's that was my whole gist of my point. So it's like if Drugz is battling Surf, and it's whispers that Rock is helping, we got to deal with that anyway. Even without this battle, even without this 100,000 and this shit, niggas feel like gun titles is won anyway. Oh, Rock was crazy. Did Rock get that from Surf? Did Surf get that from? We got to deal with that anyway. So that's a good word, Jay Black. It is gossip. You got to get through it regardless.
Just saying. I mean, we got one of the battle rappers here. You know, I mean, it's just crazy in the culture. I understand that the severity of the topic, but how is that getting more light than every single battle rapper in the situation? And it's not even proven as fact. Is the question.
Because people love a story.
Right.
Story.
Right.
If anything, if I want to give attention, shout out to Angry Fan. Shout out to Angry Fan. I'm giving all the attention to Angry Fan. Salute to him and what he's doing on here. You know what I mean? Putting out, information like that. Salute to him. I'm giving attention that way. But other than that, I think we can move on.
Well, the last question I got, this one for you, Jay Black, and it's a real easy one. Are we getting face-offs? I mean, there's 8 battles. Are we getting face-offs? And if so, what time?
The usual time, 8 p.m., I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Y'all are suspected on Friday. It's gonna be done a little different, to my knowledge, because it's a lot of face-offs. We usually have like 4 or 5 battles. This is 8 battles. You understand? So it's gonna be a little different. Just stay tuned for that.
All right. Well, that was all I had. Those my questions. And when Surf said like that means that you don't have any kind of preconceived notions or whatever, I think that's dope. But I think you also run the risk of missing certain angles if you're not aware. Like if you weren't aware, of certain things, and somebody has a round as an angle, you know what I mean? You run that risk. And Freeway, I mean, shout out to Freeway. I mean, obviously Philly in the building. His battle career, we know one battle. So I think that he's going to be good enough to, articulate himself. But again, I'm just a little, because I'm always worried when you have somebody, like, I don't know how tuned in Freeway is to the culture. So, I mean, he was at lockdown, we know that. But, I'm going to be watching, I guess I'll say intently to see what he says.
See, for me,
you know what I mean?
For me with this, like with the judges, is like, I put it on like 1 meter, right? And let's say the meter started in the middle to like biased and unbiased. You get what I'm saying? So like we on just a meter, and the meter starts in the middle. I would rather the meter be towards unbiased than biased. You get what I'm saying? So when you speak on guys like Luke and let's say a Freeway per se, I think they push the meter towards more unbiased than they do biased, because the more that people know about these angles and people know about that, again, it's a more preconceived notion that like, if you feel like Geechee's tree angle per se was real, it sounds better to you when it hits. If you feel like another angle wasn't, it's like, and you could do that subconsciously, or another one of these, you get what I'm saying? But now it's like a person like Luke, who was obviously not just an idiot, and he can hear an angle and say, okay, this means that, and that means this. Was it good though? You know what I mean? Right. And that's why I think that Luke and Freeway come in at, because I think that I think it's a complete 50-50 board right now. You got 2 people that know exactly what's going on, and you got 2 people that's judging you strictly off of how good these rounds are.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, I definitely agree with your point about kind of judging every round as a battle, because people can get influenced. You have that one crazy 3rd round, and then it's like, oh my God, and then revisionist history.
Because my thing is, the battle rap culture lean on 3rd rounds so much that they'll let a motherfucker get away. Like they'll let somebody sneak. Because my thing is this, like, if a person only has a good 3rd round, right? Why can't you, just because their 3rd round was the best, why can't you have that same argument that they bullshitted that battle?
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, because it's like you had that potential.
Because if your first was crazy, but then your other two is bad, they gonna automatically say you had a terrible battle. Like, oh, he didn't take it serious. You know what I mean? Yada yada. But if you got 2 shit rounds, but then you come back with this super godly third, nobody says that still was like, why wasn't he good? You know what I mean? Like, it's like if your third is good, it just put this magical protection shield over your rounds in your battle, and it shouldn't be like that. And I think, I don't want to say names because, you know what I mean? Again, like, I got relationships and I fuck with everybody, but I think certain battle rappers, because you got a few battle rappers, period, that did things that shifted the culture, right?
Right.
And you have a few battle rappers that made third rounds matter so much that the culture actually believes the third round is a key to the world, like the key to the answer of everything. And it's not. Like, people really treat this shit like it's not a fucking paragraph or a story, to whereas opening, ending, closing.
Right.
And everybody treat it like that. All right, let my closing be. If your first and your second is bad, you're not about to trick me into thinking that he did a super power boost in his third. He still had 2 bad rounds.
Right. Right. Well, that's that part. I mean, again, these judges, the salute to all 4 of them, because at the end of the day, $100,000 really is that's a lot of money. You can do a lot if you're smart. That's really life-changing money to have 6 figures hit your bank account in a matter of a few weeks. So, you know, the pressure on that for the judges to quote unquote get it right. That you know, salute to them. I could never do it. I could never do it.
Can we get this right, Jay Black?
Hopefully. I mean, again, I'm looking into the fan bracket. That's $10,000.
Right.
I feel like my picks is gonna be good, so I need my money.
Can we
But
get
what happens?
Absolutely down the T, like absolutely right, like between the judges? Can this battle be called square straight down the middle to the point where
I think it can be. I think it can be, but I think the more question is, what if it doesn't? What if we see a clear, like, oh no, y'all fucked up? It's gonna be pitchforks. It's gonna be a riot.
Who's the 5th judge?
The fans.
The fan vote.
Of course. Okay.
The fan vote. But some battles should be left to the fans, to be honest.
You said some should.
If a battle, if we know a battle is clear and it's like, and it's 2-2.
Here we go to the tricky part now, because a fan favorite and that battle's getting left to the fans. Good night. Good night.
Look crazy because, again, you want it. The main thing I think everybody would agree with me on, even if you like me or don't like me, is that once you ruin the integrity of the tournament, the entire situation could fall. It could decline.
True.
It's going to be hard to pick that momentum back up. You want to make sure you get everything right on the first try.
This is a caffeine driven. This is an app game driven battle, man. You got 2 of the top 3 most favorite battle rappers on the app on this card. That's a tough. I don't know nothing.
And it's the judge's job to make sure it doesn't go to the fans. So let's say, I think that's what you were saying in the last situation. You said the fan favorite has the advantage because if it's close, they're gonna go with that guy.
Right.
It's like, oh, we like that guy. We know him. We're used to him. We're going with that guy. It's the judge's job to cut it before it gets there. That's all I'm saying.
You know what I mean? Because if a first round, let's say with a fan favorite loses first round 10-9, second round 10-9, and then wins that third round 10-7 or something, like, you know what I mean? Or 10, you got to still realize the loss. And some of these battles are going to be so thin and so close that it's like, I mean, it was close. He didn't win, right? He had to win. It was so close, like, and it can't be that. It can't be, not for the hundo, not for the Hundiniski.
Is Minnesota
like everybody in the situation will be acting a fool for 100,000. So I'm just.
I might break something in here if the wrong person. It ain't even my money. I might really.
That's the thing. You're so invested. You feel like it's your money.
You hear me? This shit, like, listen.
But you like, yo, this not where it's supposed to be going. What are you doing?
I'm gonna be invested in this like Snowfall. You hear me?
Hey, I got side bets, man.
I gotta know it, Franklin. I gotta know who the fuck about to get this money. I need to know.
There's a lot of side bets going on.
Okay, Anwar,
Yo.
you have to give me one dark horse.
Okay.
One dark horse.
Okay. It's easy for me. The dark horse is definitely Jack Boy Maine. And people got to think about it this way, right? Listen, Surf, hear me out, right?
I'm just the analyst. I can do that.
Exactly. Listen, sir. Imagine this, right?
I'm
the last time the last time the masses saw Jack Boy, the only thing they talk about is the John battle, right? Imagine Jack makes it to the finals, which we know is going to be on Known,
right?
And he wins $100,000 on Known 2 years after that. Like, that's the dark horse where it's like the Cinderella story. Like, I think Jack is probably, between Jack, Sirius. Yeah.
You should write books.
Sir. Jack has
that sounded like Tom Brady. He won a championship in 2017. Breaks his head, comes back 3 years later, the same day he had his first son on the game with all that shit is not about to fall in line at the same time. First of all, listen, you have too much talent sitting on his playing field for Jack Boy's situation of his last battle to not get handled right by the time he gets to the championship. I hope you understand what I'm saying.
Yeah, no, I definitely do.
Way too much talent in between Jack Boy Maine battle 1 and that 4th battle not handle his last situation of angles and flips and stuff like that. That's what entertains us as the culture.
Right,
if
but
here's side of the bracket. Too many people can handle that the right way for me to see him making it on a Known stage, bringing back his chain. I got my chain. I know what you're thinking. I get it. It makes all the sense. That boy beats everybody, comes back, pulls the chain out, throws it again. This is not a movie anymore.
Right. I mean,
got it there the first round.
Real fast. You saying something?
No, go ahead, Black.
Drugz, real fast before we close out the show. You know what I mean? Anybody in the term that you worried about? Let's say you make it to round 2. Everything goes as planned. Like, what's your goals? What's your keys to victory here? Like, how you gonna make it to the to Shao Kahn and that 100,000? Say it again.
My fault. I said being focused and being diligent. It's all about prep. Like I said, I done created my own dojo in the crib. Like I don't even hear nothing. You know what I mean?
You don't hear nothing.
I don't hear nothing.
Okay, so let me run this through you real fast. You don't hear nothing, but Twerk is in the tournament. You battle Twerk. Nitty is in the tournament. You battle Nitty. You know what I mean? These names could pop back up on you. What's your thoughts on that?
You learn a lot. You know what I mean? You learn a lot from your mistakes.
Okay.
That's really all it is. Like I saw what I did wrong in those battles. I saw what I did right in those battles, especially in the Nitty battle. You know what I mean? The Twerk battle, that was literally 24 hours notice. So I don't really hold that, against myself too much. But the Nitty battle, I remember the only round where I just punched was the round where people said I won clearly.
Okay. Let me ask you this though.
Yeah.
Not saying that happened before, but we have our speculations. Is there ever a situation in the finals with you? Because you got a lot of, I would guess, a lot
of family out there.
A lot of family. I wouldn't say family, but bros. Family, I guess. What you
saying like
you'll take 70.
If you get to the championship and you got a family member on the other side of the table, or do y'all not have to worry about the battle anymore?
Absolutely not. Hey, listen. I don't know if it's a family member across there, man. We going on a nice vacation, man. That's all I'm gonna say, man.
You just give them a couple dollars. I'm gonna pay for your flight.
I give you 10.
Listen, man. I 80-20. If I get to the chip of this rock there, man, I 80-20. Loser take 20, winner take 80. That's beautiful.
A free a 24L.
24L, you can't be mad at that. So, and I mean, don't call me though. We're gonna run it straight. We're gonna shoot the fade. Winner take 80, loser take 20.
Said, don't call me though.
Yeah, don't call. We ain't about to talk this through. Like, nah, I'll see you there.
All right.
Nah, man. Yeah.
All right, real fast. Smack, 100,000 on the line. Any last advice you can give to these brothers? You know what I mean?
Yeah, nah, definitely. Like, you know what I'm saying? Go hard or go home. Like, you know what I mean? Me and my team went real hard to secure the bag to get this opportunity to coach us. So, we could really, like, you know what I'm saying, raise the excitement level when it comes to the whole culture of battle rap. I feel like, it was a tough task to, like, you know what I'm saying, get this mount together, like, you know what I'm saying, for the culture. And we got it done. So I just want everybody to, you know what I'm saying, bring their A game to the table, and you know what I'm saying, may the best man win. I'm gonna be observing every step of the way, and I can't wait till Saturday. So, you know what I'm saying, we could get it started. Whoa.
Real fast, everybody watching you now, you know the 4 judges. So you go to woobox.caffeine.tv to fill out your bracket for the opportunity to win $10,000. The most accurate or damn near the perfect bracket, you have a chance, because if somebody ties with you, there's a random select that I pick between you and someone else. Let's say 3 or 4 people tie. You know what I mean? They're just going to pick one to win that $10,000. You know what I mean? It's my 4th time saying it, so there's no confusion in the end. One person is winning 10 grand. They're not splitting it up. It's not 25 here, 25 there, 25 there. No, one fan is winning $10,000. All right, and you have up until pretty much the battle start. I would say to be safe, turn the brackets in on the 23rd, but you have up until 3 p.m. Eastern on the 24th to put your brackets in. Don't cut it that close, though. Don't do that. Don't do that. All right, but we out of here. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. The after party, you can go to Battle Fest right now. They doing that dancing stuff, you know what I mean? I want to see what that tournament's like. So I'm gonna check it out. I'm gonna check it out the first time and see what's up with it. You can go over there and check out there. And then after party, I'm not sure if Goods or just Anwar is live again, but salute. I'm gonna see you on Friday, man. Face-offs. Champion.